Good morning students, welcome to my class. So we shall continue lesson 3. This is the digestive system and the excretory system in class 4B science. Okay, so today we are going to discuss importance of chewing food properly. What is the importance of chewing food? When you are eating something, you have to chew it properly. Okay, so we know that our digestive system works very hard to provide the necessary nutrients to our body. I already explained you what is the digestive system, how it works, isn't it? So many organs come together to perform a particular task, that is through digest the food. And you know what are the organs associated also with the digestive system. Okay, so now we are going to discuss here importance of chewing food properly. What is the importance? We know that our digestive system works very hard to provide the necessary nutrients to our body, because when the food is digested, the nutrients from the food is absorbed by our blood. Okay, so therefore we must help it to function properly. But how can we help it to function properly? Okay, for this we must chew our food properly. We have to chew it properly. Okay, chewing is an important step in digestion. If you don't chew your food, only if you swallow your food, okay, your food is not going to be digested, because inside the stomach also you see they have the digestive juices. Okay, they also try to break down the food, but it is not possible for the stomach at that time. Okay, if you only swallow the food, isn't it? That also you have to keep in mind. So chewing is an important step in digestion. It helps in the breakdown of food into smaller pieces so that it becomes easier for the nutrients to be absorbed by the intestines. If you chew the food properly, it will be easier for the nutrients to be absorbed by the intestine, because you see we have already studied about the small intestine, the large intestine, isn't it? If we do not chew our food properly, then the other organs of the digestive system have to use more energy to break down the food. And how much energy they can use if you don't chew the food properly? Okay, food may take longer time to digest. Food will take longer time. If you don't chew it properly, food will take longer time to digest. Release of nutrients from food and absorption of nutrients by our body may not be complete or sufficient. You will see some children are very lean and thin when they are small. That means they don't chew the food properly. So the nutrients, the blood cannot absorb the nutrients from the food properly. So you have to chew your food properly. This proper chewing of food allows it to move through the digestive system easily and helps in complete absorption of nutrients in the body. If you chew your food properly, what will happen? It will help in digestion. Okay, it will help in the digestive system. Okay, and what will happen? Complete absorption of nutrients will be there complete absorption of nutrients will be there into the body. Our body is going to get the complete nutrition from the food. Okay, so now you see next topic. This is need for regular bowel movements. Okay, now need for regular bowel movements, just when I was explaining digestive system, I explained to you that when you get up in the morning, you should go to washroom, and you should what you can say, you have to do this as a regular practice. Okay, need for regular bowel movements. Okay, bowel movement is an act of passing feces through the rectum and anus. What is bowel movement? So it is an act of passing feces. You have to take out the waste products from your body, okay, through the rectum and anus. Okay, from these two organs. A regular bowel movement is important to maintain proper functioning of our body, because for the proper functioning of our body to be healthy, bowel movement is too much necessary and important, as it removes waste of the body and prevents digestive problems. Okay, if you have, suppose your stomach is not clean, you will have digestive problems. Okay, similarly a healthy digestive system helps in the formation of feces and enables it to move out of the body. So what is the work of a healthy digestive system? So you see, your healthy digestive system helps in the formation of feces, because the food that is not digested in our small intestine, the waste products, that is they go into the large intestine. Okay, in the formation and what happens? It forms, actually feces is formed there. All right, and enables it to move out of the body. Changes in bowel movement can lead to digestive problems like diarrhea, because the small children usually suffer, even big people also. So chewing food properly, eating fiber-rich balanced diet, and drinking plenty of water are some of the ways to promote regular bowel movement. You see, chewing food properly, you have to chew your food very nicely, properly. Eating fiber-rich balanced diet. You know what is balanced diet? I don't have to teach you what is balanced diet. A diet that comprises of all the nutrients, like all the components of food, okay? Vitamins, carbohydrates, proteins, okay, all these things, fats, that is known as a balanced diet, you know. And drinking plenty of water. You have to drink plenty of water, okay, are some of the ways to promote regular bowel movement. How can you promote a regular bowel movement? So you can write down chewing food properly, eating fiber-rich balanced diet, and drinking plenty of water. Now I am going to do this exercise, okay? Match the following, column A and column B. Please see students, I am doing page number 23, okay? This is page number 23. Okay, I am going to match this one, match the following, column A and column B I am going to match the following. Straight matching I am going to do. Match the following, okay. So you see here, number 1 is food pipe, okay. So with food pipe, which one will go? Organ which carries food and liquids from mouth to the stomach, okay. Organ which carries food and liquids from mouth and liquids from mouth to the stomach, okay. Alright, next one you see, number 2. Okay, next one is tongue. Alright, what is tongue? You can say that is fleshy organ in the mouth. Fleshy organ in the mouth, helps mix food with saliva, helps mix food with saliva and swallowing it. And swallowing it, okay. Next one you see, small intestine. Third number is small intestine. This one is stores digestive juices produced. No, this one is this one. Small intestine, that is gallbladder. Okay. Small intestine is this one, long coiled tube-like structure. Okay, small intestine is a long coiled tube-like structure. Okay, that is long coiled tube-like structure. Okay. Next one is, you see, gallbladder. Which one is will be a match for gallbladder? That is stores digestive juices produced by liver. Okay, gallbladder. Gallbladder, actually that is not bladder, that is bladder. Gallbladder stores digestive juices produced by liver. Stores digestive juices stored by liver. Okay, produced by liver. It will be produced by liver. Okay, produced by liver. Stores digestive juices produced by liver. And number 5 will be anus. This is the last organ of the digestive system. Okay, anus will be last organ of the digestive system. Okay, so you please see once again, you please see. Okay, match the following: food pipe, that is organ which carries food and liquids from mouth to the stomach. Through the help of the food pipe, the food goes into the stomach, isn't it? Then comes the tongue, that is the fleshy organ in the mouth, helps mix food with saliva and swallowing it. Okay, alright. Number 3 is small intestine. So what is small intestine? It is long coiled tube-like structure. Okay, what is gallbladder? That is it stores digestive juices produced by liver, and anus, that is the last organ of the digestive system. Okay, students, so please copy down this in your science copy. Okay, the drawings I will say in the live class which drawings you have to do. You have to practice you have to draw the drawings and you have to practice. I'll be sending the drawings in the 10. Which one you have to do in your science copies. Okay, thank you.